So hi guys, welcome to our video. So in this video, we are going to discuss about our Python project. Uh, so basically, it is based on data visualization. So we are going to visualize data with the help of charts. So pivot table by making pivot table, we are going to construct pie chart graphs, and we are going to plot using matplotlib. So let's move the move into the video. So guys, pivot table is nothing but it is a function in Python. So it allows to create a pivot table or to summarize and aggregate data. So the in pivot table there are three important main parameters, which are values, index, and columns. So these are the three important parameters in pivot table. So it is the syntax. Basically, you can see here data frame, the data frame name we are going to given here, and dot pivot table values, index, and columns. So these are the three main parameters to construct a pivot table. So guys, you can see here an example for pivot table. So guys, first of all, we are going to import the data set overview and making the pivot table. So first line, import pandas spd. So we are reading the CSV file, and next step we are look at the data set. So we are just showing our data set. So next we are making the pivot table. So these are the these are the steps to make a pivot table. So next we are going to select some of the countries for our pivot table. So here we have more countries like in the population total.csv. So we have selecting some of the five countries only. So after that, we are showing the pivot table. You can see here, guys. So that's all about this first set. So next we are going to move next set. So guys, in the first step, we have already created a pivot table. So we are going to now data visualization with pandas. So we are going to visualize now data. So we are just importing the pivot table. So you can see here, guys. So we are showing the pivot table, and the next step is we the first visualization we are going to see is line plot. So you can see here df no, df pivot. So we are going to give pivot name. So data frame, and next we are going to use dot plot function. So we have imported pandas, uh, and next we are going to insert what kind of plot we are going to construct. It is line. So it is mentioned as line. Guys, one thing to say that it is a static visualization. In the next few minutes, we are going to see dynamic visualization. In the dynamic visualization, we can touch and see the values in the data. So now I have touched here, so no nothing happens. So it just gives only the image of the data. So you can see, and we are labeling X label, Y label, and so on. So we are giving title, and we can also give the size of the image. So you can see with the help of fixed size function. So next we are going to plot bar plot. So it is a single bar plot. You can see here we are selecting only 1 year, which is 2020, and showing this data frame. And next we are going to construct a bar plot. First we need to transpose data frame from rows to columns, and next we are marking the bar plot. So here uh, we using the pivot table name and dot plot function, and next we are using arguments like kind. So which kind of plot we are going to plot. So we mention here bar, and you can also give color to your plot. So I have given orange. So you can see here. So other things are same as it is. So next, uh, we are going to plot bar plot in n variables. So in few years also we are taken another few years like 1980, 1990 and so on. So the same function is repeated here also. So you can see here guys, the plot is successfully. So you can see the population in y-axis and years in x-axis. So next we are going to plot pie chart. You can see. So before that, we are going to change column name. The column name is type of integer, and we are going to change it to string. You can see here guys, it is mentioned in double quotes. So next, we are making the plot. So it is kind of pi. So we have used kind pi argument. So next we are constructing box plot. So to visualize data, we are using box plot. So you can see here, guys, for the country United States only, we have used plotted the box plot. So it is in green color. So you can see here, guys. So the next thing is that we are going to plot multiple box plot. So you can see I have labeled all countries. So the five countries which I have took before. So the next we are going to plot histogram. So histogram is also a part of data visualization. So we mention here two countries. So we use double brackets. So the next we use dot plot function, and in kind argument we use hist. So it is the keyword. So next we plot the histogram plot. So with the help of color and naming conventions, the histogram plot is mentioned here. So you can refer to it. So next we are going to uh, plot scatter plot. It is also one of the form of data visualization. So next we have selecting a sample of raw data like before we use this data. So next we have creating that plot. You can see here. It's the same code like we use kind argument and x label, y label, and figure size and color. The color is optional. So you can see here, guys, we have plotted mm, scatter plot. It is in the form of dots. So you can see. So now it is a static visualization we are using. So we cannot see like we have um, used only with the help of image. It is a PNG image. You can see I drag and drop here. It is a PNG format. So that's all about this session. So we move on to next session. So guys, the next session is about save plot and export our pivot table. It is a simple step. So as usual, we import pandas and execute the table. So and after making a pivot table, so it is the same steps repeated. And next, we are going to export the pivot table in the Excel format. So next, we are going to import matplotlib as plot. So you can see here. So next we are going to export line plot. You can see the figure is saved in my test dot png. So it is in executable executable format. So I have shown you before. So it is also showing the plot. So that's all about this session. So we move on to the next session. So guys, in this session, we are going to see interactive visualization. So as I mentioned before, there are two types of visualization. static visualization and dynamic visualization. So in static visualization, so it is not fetchable. So like this, I show here. So guys, you can see here. So I have installed a shuffling package. So the next, the code is as it is. So we have imported some of the libraries, Python libraries, for the uh, interactive visualization with pandas. So next we are going to setting some configuration file. So next we are going to read CSV file and dropping null values and make the pivot table and select some of the countries and show the pivot table. So next we are going to plot line plot. So I press Control Enter. So it is run. So the line plot is shown. So the difference between static and dynamic. So if you hover here, so if you point the mouse cursor here, it will change the data according to it. So you can see. So after here, you can see the India, the data is changing. Here in 1965, 499 million, and in here 1970, 189 million. So it is easy to visualize the data. So you can see in China 2010 1.36 billion and I hover this cursor. So in few uh, so in 2015 1.4 billion. So you can see the difference. So you can visualize the data from here also. And here is the some of the options. So you can download the plot and you can zoom in or zoom out. So you can see and it is a pan option. So for visualizing the data in clear format and it is also a zoom in and zoom out view. So it is able to clearly visualize the data uh, in interactive method. So we have used here, you can see uh, the pivot table name and with dot I plot. So here dot I means interactive visualization. So is it is the same code as before we used for static plot. So it is same like kind and x title y title. So and next mm, we plot the bar plot. So it is also same. So I press Control Enter. So to run this program, so it will take some time and fetch it. So and here the bar plot is plotted. You can see I hover one country, it is showing another values. So different values are shown here. So the next uh, feature here is the auto scale and many features are there in mm, interactive visualization. So because that we have imported this library. So for the interactive visualization, uh, you can see here, guys. So you can also change the color for this also. So you must change only dot I plot only. So instead of plot, we use dot I plot. So next we bar plot. So we quickly run all the cells and come again. So guys, we have run all the cells quickly and we move to next bar plot. So it is grouped by n variables. So guys, you can see here the bar plot with grouped by n variables. So we give here the years. So in the form of variables. So like we plot bar plot. So you can see if I hover to this, it is changed. The values are changed and it is easily visualizable. So in in bar plot, it is not like uh, so useful for this interactive visualization in only line plot in each and every length. we are getting the data. So you can see the data are changed. So if I move the cursor, so on, the data are changed. And in different colors, the cursors are, the data are shown. So next, and here is a important feature. So you can also hide the states according to this. So I click here. So the States is hidden. So you can hide some of the variables also. So like India also I put hidden. So you can hide the India and see some of the countries. So you can singly plot with these values. So I undo this. And next, we are using pie chart. So in interactive visualization, so it is the same method like this only. So few steps only is changed. And next, in this also, uh, it is easily visualized. So you can see. So and next, we can also here also hide and deshide the countries. So you can see I hide China. So according to that, it should. So guys, it is not run properly. So I once again run, and the pie chart works now smoothly. So if I hover, it is showing the values. So I click here, it is unhiding China, and I click here, it is unhiding India. So I uh, hide the both. So you can see it is hiding the both and showing the details for United States, Brazil, and Indonesia. So the pie chart values are merged according to it. So I undo this, and next, we are using the box plot also. So before that, in static, so it is giving only the images in, but in interactive visualization it is labeling some of the q1, q2 and q3 parameters. So the maximum uh, value and minimum value also plotted using the box plot. So next, we are plotting the box plot for 5 countries also. In here also you can unhide and hide the countries. So it is easy to visualize the data. If you have any errors or suggestions, so you can visualize this data. So it is easily visualized in interactive manner. And you can also export it to plotly. You can see here after clicking this, so it is exported to plotly, and it is just basically studio. So you can create also apps for your product. So next, we are moving to this video. So next, we are in the similar manner, we are plotting histogram also. It is same as it is. So it is not like this only. So we have seen before in static visualization. So next, we are using the scatter plot. So the scatter plot also is in interactive manner. So you can see I hover and hover, it is changing the values. So it is easy to visualize the data where the ranges are growing, so and so on. So and here also the some of the messages are also there. So guys, I once again run the scatter plot. So it have gone somewhat is error. So next, we can also visualize this scatter plot data as I said to you before. So it is easy to visualize and export it to any platform you need to analyze the data and so on. So you can see here the version, it is produced with plotly.js. So here some of the few options. So to analyze the data and perform some of the operations to it. And here are the parameters. So it is the parameters are same as static visualization, but in interactive visualization we can do some of the interactive things so with the data, and we can also play with the data. You can see Here also we can hide some of the countries and perform some of the visualization operations. So that's all about this project. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.